mild 1.9% growth in Bitcoin Cash is projected by digital coin price for June 29. To begin, here's a snapshot of the market movement. As of this recording, Bitcoin Cash has dropped by 1.7% over the past 24 hours and is trading around $194.40. On to what the experts have projected. By June 29, CoinCodex says we might see $196.31, which reflects a gain of about 0.9%. TraderSunion suggests Bitcoin Cash could move toward $197.20, gaining approximately 1.3%. Coin price forecast highlights the possibility of advancing to $198, a rise close to 1.7%. A different outlook from digital coin price indicates Bitcoin Cash might move higher toward $198.35, roughly 1.9% higher. And in closing, Gov Capital Collector forecasts $201.78 by June 29, a 3.7% rise. This is the strongest return we've noted. 5 forecasts covered. Let's keep moving. All forecasts considered, here's the overall summary. After compiling all the forecasts together, the price is expected to shift somewhere between an increase of 0.9% and a gain of 3.7%, depending on the analyst. By the look of it, Gov Capital Collector is calling for the highest return with 3.7% gain in value by June 29. By the look of it, you could walk away with between $9 and $37 for every $1,000 you invest. Taking volatility trends into account, CoinCodex's forecast ranks first with a 93.8% chance of success. By merging all the forecasts, I've created a single consensus view. Consensus calculations indicate Bitcoin Cash may climb toward $198.33 with a gain near 1.9%. Here's how it breaks down. The consensus view places the price 1.9% higher than current levels. Put another way, your capital could also rise by roughly 1.9% along with that shift. With 1,000 invested, the projection might correspond to a gain of about $19, which puts the probability of this consensus forecast being met at roughly 90.2%. To wrap up this stage, let's check the 3-day outlooks from analysts. For this horizon, CoinCodex sees Bitcoin Cash heading higher. TraderSunion signals weakness, pointing to a fall. Further appreciation is projected by coin price forecast. For the next few days, meanwhile, digital coin price expects Bitcoin Cash to strengthen. An advance is likewise expected by Gov Capital Collector, reinforcing a bullish stance. The consensus result shows Bitcoin Cash positioned on an upward course throughout this short-term horizon. Looking across the forecasts, 80% suggest Bitcoin Cash will trade higher. 2 days ago, 5 predictions were published. Here's how they lined up with the market. In the end, yesterday's record shows a close at $195.50. 4 out of 5 were correct about the direction. From the accuracy angle, 30 rates gave the sharpest forecast. Let's take a closer look at the details. The session's candle included 2 forecasts. As for ROI, several analysts ended in profit, with crypto predictions showing the strongest gain at 3.7%. Here's the daily results overview, a quick visual of all forecast accuracy. With 96.2% forecast probability and $2.95 accuracy, CoinDataFlow achieved an ROI of 2.1%. Look at the performance, who seems to have captured the trend most clearly. Now let's take a closer look at how tomorrow's forecasted profitability differs between Bitcoin Cash and the rest. Bitcoin Cash tops the chart with an expected return of 1.9%. Here we're featuring only 5 cryptocurrencies, while extended return comparisons are already available on my website. That's all for today. If this helped you see things clearer, please support the channel with a like. Catch you in tomorrow's forecast batch.